YouTube, what's up? It's Brendan Boyd and welcome back to the channel. And on today's video, we're gonna break down a very controversial video by Steve Harvey. Now, a lot of people don't actually get it, but there's a lot of people that do get it. Yes, that's right. I'm talking about his Millionaire video, how to make $1 million. And he breaks it down pretty well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna replay the video and I'm gonna do a step-by-step recap and overview of what I think in real time while we watch the video, right? So make sure you tap in and get all of this drip so you don't want to miss it. Make sure you join my text community if you want access to free trainings. I'm talking about marketing trainings. I'm talking about financial literacy. I bring guests on. There's news, moves, exclusives. You do not want to miss it. It's 213-410-4920. Text training. Jump into my text community, right? And let's get to this video.
When people try to figure out how to make $1 million, they have no idea how daunting that is. Because if you know how to make $1 million, you're going to make it tomorrow. But since you can't figure out how to $1 million idea, you go somewhere and sit down. That's the wrong approach. If you apply your gift, your God-given gift that he gave you, you have millions already at your disposal. If you break it down inch by inch in these things, a cinch, or the 10 by 10 theory, which is very simple. You don't need $1 million idea, you need a $10 idea. You need something that you do, your gift that God gave you to make $10. That's all you got to be able to know. I don't care if it's cutting hair, cutting somebody's grass.
So what he's saying right here basically is you don't have to be breaking down the pie in sense to come up with a big old idea that's going to give you a lot of money. You really just need to come with a simple idea that can at least make you $10. So let's listen more to it and see what else he has to say.
Washing somebody's car. I don't care if it's mowing somebody's lawn. I don't care if it's driving people to their destinations. I don't care if it's babysitting. I don't care if it's baking cookies or pie. You have some braiding somebody's hair. You have something that you can do so well that someone will give you $10 for it. Write my paper for me. Do this for me. Somebody give you $10 for it. Once they give you $10, all you got to do is whatever you did to get that 10, do it 10 more times.
So right now you're just talking about simple multiplication. So if you have an idea that can at least make you $10, and if you do it 10 times, you multiply that 10 by 10 times, then you're gonna have $100. So let's type back in.
You now, my friend, have $100. You have $100 simply because you took a $10 idea and you did it 10 times. Well, guess what? If you take that $100 that you made since you've done it 10 times and you do it 10 more times, I got news for you, my friend. You now have $1,000. So this is one of the parts in the video when I was looking at the comments that people kind of get lost. So basically you took a $10 idea, something I paid you $10, a product or a service, and you did it 10 times. So now you got $100, right? Now what he just said was, now you do that $100 thing 10 more times. But I think what people were lost at was, now that you made $100, for you to make $1,000, well, you need to do that $100 thing 10 more times. Not that $10 thing 10 more times. Because if you do the $10 thing 10 more times, then you'll just have another $100. So if you do that $100 thing 10 more times, you're gonna have $1,000. So in this part of the video, or this part of your business, right? Since you made that 100, you need to up the price. You need to start offering more. You need to start charging more. So now if you're charging $100 for that product and you multiply that by your efforts by 10, you're gonna have $1,000. So let's listen more to the video. $1,000, you make $1,000. Guess what all you got to do? You got to multiply that effort again. Do whatever you did to do $1,000, do it 10 more times. My friend, you now have $10,000. So same thing, right? So you did that effort, you multiplied that, you got $1,000. So now you need to start charging more. So now if you're gonna charge more, $1,000, you multiply that 1,000 by 10, now you have $10,000. So I think what people get lost at is that $10 idea, you did it by 10. So if you do it again, you have to raise the price. And as you go up and you multiply, you got to continue to raise the price. So now we're at $1,000, effort by 10,
$10,000. So let's listen more to the video.
You got $10,000 now. Imagine if you was making an extra $10,000 a month. Just imagine if you was making an extra $10,000 a month. That's $120,000 a year. But I got news for you, my friend. Whatever you did, whatever it took to make yourself $10,000, all you got to do is do it 10 more times. 10 more times, my friend. You now have $100,000.
So this part of the video is pretty good, right? So if you listen to what he said is, whatever you did to make that 10,000, whatever you did to make that 10,000, now you're going to multiply those efforts by 10. Now you get $100,000. And he's talking about $100,000 a month right now. So yes, whatever you did to do that 10,000, now you're gonna multiply that by 10. Now you got 100,000. So let's tap back in.
Got news for you now. If you can make $100,000, you're just a step away from being a millionaire, man. Because now you hire a few more people to help you out, that you can do portions of what you do, so you can duplicate that effort. And one more time, just one more time, do it 10 times. Man, that sounds hard. It is hard. But what else you got to do? What, you gonna stop at the 100,000? All you got to do is duplicate your efforts by 10. You duplicate your efforts by 10 times 100,000. Welcome to the club, my friends. You are now a millionaire. Congratulations. You became a millionaire with a $10 idea.
So what's really good about this, I think, is what he said was, you have the $100,000. So what you need to do is multiply your efforts by 10 again. However, he said, hire some people, leverage, and whatever you're good at, focus on that, and whatever you can actually delegate that. You have the resource, you have the money, you can hire, you have the bandwidth. So that should actually help you expedite and allow you to multiply that $100,000 by 10 more efforts to get you to the million. So let's tap back in.
So stop bogging yourself down trying to figure out how to make a million. Do what you can do to make $10, and then do the 10 by 10 theory. Inch by inch, anything's a cinch. Now here's the joyful part. Along the way, when you was down here making 20,000, but you did right here, and all of a sudden you making 30,000. Now you making 100,000. But on the way to duplicating that times 10, you may stop along in here at 250,000. You got making $250,000 a year. That's way better than that 20,000 you had when you started. So there's joy in the process. Your life is actually a lot richer at 250. It'll become even more richer at $500,000. It becomes even richer than that at $750,000, $750,000. If you don't get to the million, man, you're gonna trip because you're making $900,000 a year. No, you're gonna be happy. But you don't make the million, so you only make $700,000 a year. You can't find happiness in $7,000. Something wrong with you, man. There's joy in the process. That's how you make $1 million.
So yo, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. And again, I wanted to clarify some things. What he's basically saying is, you taking it inch by inch, step by step. So whatever you're doing to make that $10, multiply that by 10, those efforts. Now you get 100. Now whatever you're doing to make this 100, now you're gonna multiply those efforts by 10, right? 10,000, multiply those efforts by 10, 100,000, multiply those efforts by 10, got $1 million, right? But you have to remember, you are charging more every step of the way. So I just want to clarify this. I think it's a really, really nice concept and a pretty good idea to kind of give you a framework of what to shoot for. It sounds like it's easy. It's not easy. I would say it's simple. It gives you something to shoot for. And whatever you're doing right now to make money, if you duplicate those efforts by 10, you're going to make more money. So guys, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that video and I hope you understood the breakdown and the concept. So whatever you are doing to making $10, $20, $50, $100, $200, whatever it is, multiply those efforts by 10. And then once you get that result, think about where you're at. Can I up my prices and multiply those efforts by 10, and then up my prices again, multiply those efforts by 10, and so on until I get to the million? And like I said, It is not easy, but it's a simple concept. And if we put some brain power and some thought and some work into it, we can get to our goal. So if your goal is to make $1 million, you are one step closer to making $1 million. All right, so leave a comment below. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys on the next video. If you're someone looking to level up in your personal life and also in your business, what if I told you there's only 2 things that you really need to focus on? Number 1 is your routines. If you knock down your routine each and every day, you're gonna be further along in your personal life. The other thing is your rituals. If you knock down your rituals each and every day, you're gonna be further along in your business life. And what if I told you don't have to do this all by yourself? You can be part of an impactful group that's looking to level you up and support you along your journey. What's in the group? Let me give you the sauce. I'm talking about a daily tracker to make sure you stay on point. We read books that impact your life in real time. You get access to a group community where we're there to support one another. And there's 2 group coaching sessions each and every month. And guess what? It's only $1 for 7 days, so you can try it out. And then after that, it's $89 a month. All this value. So click the link below, get in a group. Let's level up your life. Let's level up your business. Let's go to the next level.